Okay, welcome everybody to this webinar. So we have with us, all of them, we have with us Mehmet, Ihsan, and today we are going to talk about how exactly yoga is one of the human rights, how they connect with each other, you know, the kind of equity which yoga talks about. The human rights people also talks about that equity, certain kind of equity. So we have, so I am introducing you to Mehmet Ihsan, and he is a lawyer from Turkey. He's a humanitarian lawyer, and we are going to interact a lot about how exactly yoga can be one of the great humanitarian aid. But before that, we would like to know a little bit more about Mehmet Ihsan Kalkan and about his experience about life. Yes, Mayasri, if you want to ask any question, you can actually put up in the chat box, and Mehmet will be available to answer your question, right? You will find your chat box and I will read it. So, Mehmet, can you tell me?
Sorry, your voice is not clear.
Okay. Can you start telling something about yourself?
Okay. Thanks so much, Mr. Siri, for this great opportunity. My name is Mehmet Ihsan Kalkan. I am a lawyer around 22 years in Turkey. Also, I was working in United Nations organization, name of the International Migration, between 1999 2030 in Iraq border and Turkey also. I founded the Association for Disabled People. I work with many projects about that. Also for women and children rights, I do many projects and same work voluntary project. I am Asia Africa Chamber of Commercial Industry member. I have international leader coach certificates. Also on the time I work many refugees voluntary some projects between United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees and European Union.
That's very great. So today we are basically, Mehmet, it's a very great to know about you, and it's so good to learn about the wide, diverse range of activities you have taken care of. So today is an International Day of Yoga, and you know, as you have been a human rights lawyer, and yoga also is something which promotes equality and also human rights, and it promotes more of inside out, you know, from inside. So how do you think yoga can be in this time of global pandemic where you are seeing there is a human right, you know, in every level, people are having a miserable and suffering life. And how do you think yoga can be an aid to this kind of suffering? And how do you think we can get across this situation with using yoga and with using, you know, understanding a little bit about the process, more about the process, more about how exactly we apply it in universal context?
Yes, first of all, congratulations for International Yoga Day. The most important now, we are in very difficult time, all work on the same condition actually, because we have now limit work, limit freedom, limit right life. So for that, not only yoga, actually we can speak about many things. The most important, the yoga now is very important at that time, because with yoga way now people, they can check many things, and natural and social and life, and more we can cooperate with each other on the world. So for that, yoga is very like 10 years ago there was not yoga party in Turkey, but last 10 years there is many yoga party in Turkey also. Now they open many. In this pandemic time, we see the most important things, the people, they cannot forget their social life, the family, the each other between social to people, any place on the world. So for that, I think yoga will become more popular at that time, because in this time, which the interest in with yoga, they pass it more easy the difficult conditions on the world. For that, I think will come more important the yoga. We have to more interest with yoga. Not only the our country, all which is the country now. I believe that people they more interest and know more they check. So it is very important for the human right, because the yoga don't see any people, the colors, another issues also. The yoga help the peaceful, help the social life, help the people be cooperation and together, and more how we can share the social life with together. So for that, now yoga is very important, and we have to use this for all the world.
Fantastic. If I rephrase what you said right now, is that yoga promotes equality between races, cultures, nations, and it can,
Yes.
yes. So, and that is what human rights also is supposed to do. I mean, in the legal format, if you look at the legal format, it is supposed to promote equality between races, between cultures, between nations, and somehow it is an external tool, whereas yoga is an internal tool.
Yes. Now, for some things we don't need rules. Also, if you are people, we have mind. We can think about many things. That is no need rules in the world for everything. Races. This races is culture, is nation. That is only colors of the world. That is very beautiful actually for world. Yeah, that like think the garden not only one flower. We have many flowers in the garden. This is the best. For that yoga this between the countries, the cultures, the like bridge now, like bridge for races, for culture, for nations. That is best way. The people they follow with yoga, they do some activities, they relax their mind, and they see the more clear the nice life in the world, beautiful life on the world.
Thank you. Thank you. This is very well told, Now, coming to a little difficult question.
Yes.
These are good questions. Now, a difficult question. As a lawyer, as a humanitarian lawyer, you see that we have this Article 25, which is our Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and which everybody should be getting the equal medical facility, equal living quality, equal everything. I mean, all. Now, on this global pandemic, you see a lot of these human rights has abused. I mean, what do you think? Who is responsible for it, and what do you plan to do? I mean, how do you as a human rights lawyer, and how do you think the other people on the world should react to that? I mean,
now, yes. Now, Mr. Siri, we are in the same world. We have only one word. For that, in this world, nobody can say, I don't have responsibility about the life. Everybody have to responsibility about the life. So every people actually one word. For that, when we do something, we have to think about all the world. For human right, also after pandemic, happened now that there is many things with limit, the work, the job, also the human some part they cut it. Now I am following some right forward. What can we do together? That is the most important. We have to change something. We cannot watch and wait for everything. If you are people, we have to think about that. If pandemic today affect all of the world, who is the responsibility about that? We have to think, and we have to do something. If you are in the global world, if we work together, if now between this technology, everywhere is very close to each other. So we have responsibility. We have to care about the world health, about the humanitarian issues, about the economy, about the social life, about everything, about the people, animal, for also natural things. So for that, you know, after happened this pandemic issues, I played the criminal court in the Lahey, Netherlands. I played the case for that pandemic issues because some people, they have responsibility about that. The first of all, unfortunately, the China president and responsibility the people, they don't give the clear information or WHO, World Health Organization. The second one, they secret this information from all world. The third one, they close the airport for inside the China, from outside countries come to China. But unfortunately, they don't close the airport for China to go another countries. According to Henry Jackson Foundation in London, the report, 5 million people, they go outside the China. They go many, many different countries. Usually, like say, Italy, UK, Turkey, and another many, many countries. So if these people, they have virus, how they can travel? How you can give the permission they travel outside the China? You have to protect. And on the time, you know, that there was many news about doctor. They push the doctor, they stop the doctor, because some doctors, they clear explain that virus is very dangerous and it is new virus coming and very, very effective. So at that time, government also stopped these people, and journalists, they stopped the journalists also on the time. Everybody knows this. And you know, like American president and UK president and Australia president also, they explained that they have responsibility about this virus, because this virus, it is not so simple things. Now you see that around 4 million people, they take this virus on the world, maybe coming 5 million, the last information. So around maybe 450,000 people, they die, unfortunately. And they damage huge social life, psychology, economy, and all the world, actually, not only some countries, all the world they damage. Okay, I have a question. Who is the responsibility about that? Of course, some people, they have responsibility. If like China, they say we are in the same village. Okay, we are the same village. You have to respect us. You have to respect human rights. You have to respect health rights. You have to respect social rights. You have to respect economic rights on the world. You cannot think only yourself. And you cannot say, oh, we don't have any responsibility. No, you have responsibility. And for that, I want to show the world we have to change something. The International Criminal Court, why there is this ICC? Because for that, they open this court. If some people, they damage the world, they have to pay. They have to defend what they do. They have responsibility where, which part, and there is punishment for that. As you remember, the ICC, International Criminal Court, the Myanmar, I can give some example, and Myanmar government and Sudan government, they opened the case. And they are not a member of the ICC, these countries. But anyway, the ICC follow that issues, because these issues, the world issues, the crime against the human, they have to have some responsibility about that. This nobody can say I don't have responsibility for that. If people they damage your life, if they damage your economy, if they damage your social life, how they cannot pay for that? Of course they have to pay. There is rules also, these international rules. This is not only we think about ourselves. If China accept the global world, they have to accept the rules and respect us also. If this virus only one country. So they cannot say we cannot give information, because the WHO, the rules, according to rules, when happens something in the world about the health, immediately they have to give fast information about that. But as you know, and we know, I think this virus start like, let's say September, maybe October, and that part in the this market, animal market. But 4 months or 5 months, they secret this information from all the world. And then, unfortunately, the like January time, the WHO explained that issues, the virus affect the world, affect the people, and then some countries start protect the people. But unfortunately, was very late. And you know, the United Nations countries, they agreed, they open and they opened the research, independent research about WHO for these issues. They have responsibility, or they don't have responsibility, or they have some secret relation with China, some responsibility people. We will see after this independent research report. Then they will share with us, they will share with world also this report. According to me, yes, they have responsibility about this. That is very important. And if in this case we cannot take any result, they have to open in United Nations countries. They have to open this way for all countries who affect the people, human rights. They have to pay for this, and they have to do clear rules about that also.
That's great. That's, you know, what you say is very important. Yeah, I think there is a message which has come from Dr. Suresh Kumar Agarwal, who is also attending as a participant here. And he says that responsibilities and duties are equally important as human rights. And that's a good insight from you. This is comes from
yes, thank you. Yes.
Dr.
You
Suresh
know,
Agarwal.
Yes.
Mayasri, if you have any question, you can write in the chat box.
No, I don't have a question. Okay. I have a comment.
Okay, please go ahead.
No, I just wanted to comment that, Ihsan's move towards the Chinese government and the human rights case, and even his stance on the yoga, falls into his whole global perception of there are no borders, there is no geography, there's nothing that separates us. That is how come we formed a partnership. This is his mindset, and the world needs to start thinking like this. So great initiative from you, but the yoga ties into exactly what we were talking about, where there are no boundaries, and even cultures, ancient cultures are coming back in. And so this whole thing has just fit into what the world needs to see, that we need more of, is people that stand up. Heard. We have a voice, we have a choice, and our choices show us who we are. And Ihsan's done that with the case, and also his work on bringing together communities, societies, and nations together. And this is how come we've become partners. So, you know, if anything anybody can take from this chat is that we need more of this to happen in the world to cause effective change. That was just my comment.
Thank you, Mayasri. This is very great. You know, I also think this is a very great leadership initiative from Ihsan, and we all should take on from there. I have this last question, and then I will open the forum to other people to the questions. This last question: what is your take on the two things which is very important, because you have worked considerably on refugees, and I wanted to know your views on them, and there is another thing which is now torturing the world is racism, which is very much, you know, there are people who are fighting, and yoga, is a way where we try to go over these two issues, both of these two issues, and I want to know your take on it.
You know, Mr. Siri, my life going with refugees. Unfortunately, there is refugees on the world. Actually, we don't want to see one refugees. We want everybody stay in their country, they happy going, social right and all economical right, everything will be done. But unfortunately, you know, there is war in the some part of the world, some part. Like I start in 1991. That time there was a Gulf War between coalition countries and Iraq, Saddam Hussein time. And I was in high school, and that time coming to Turkey around 1.5 million refugees from Iraq to my country. So at that time, when I saw these people, they don't have bread, they don't have blanket, they don't have anything. Of course, there was very bad condition. And that time I start voluntary work with refugees people, because we help them that time. We do we organize some helping items like dress, like food, like bread, like blanket, many things. And we work too much hard for these people because they are all brothers, doesn't matter. Everybody is safe. Also, we are candidate refugees. Everybody that is safe. So, and then, you know, there is also, unfortunately, the Syria war now. And around maybe 8 years, there is many refugees. They come to our country, and they go many countries. This is all about the war. We have to stop this war on the world. We have to work about this. We have to be against the war. The war affects the people. They damage the family. Some people. I visited inside the Syria, the children who they lost the father and mother, unfortunately. And today, as you know, the Father Day, and these people, they don't have father and mother, and they're very small. I visited them inside the Syria in one part. I saw these people. This is not easy. You know, these people, they don't live in the great condition. So if we don't think these people, who will think? We are people. We have to feel this. We have to work about that. We have to stop something. So according to United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees report, there is 70 million refugees on the world. There is 70 million refugees on the world. And at the same time, only 5 million refugees in my country. In Pakistan, 1.4 million, Uganda, 1.1 million, like Germany, 1 million, Iran, around, again, 1 million. So this all about the bad conditions, the war things. For that, according to me, the refugees or brother, we are the refugees, doesn't matter. Yesterday was Refugees Day, International Refugees Day. What we think about the refugees, what we do for refugees, we have to think again about that also. These people, that they are not mistake for refugees. They don't want to be refugees. Nobody wants to leave the home. Everybody wants living at their home. Who want to go outside in bad conditions? I saw all things. And I can show you this photo, maybe you remember, for refugees people, for people they don't forget. You see this border between Turkey and Greece. This child, he died in the sea, you know, because they want go the Greek, they want more nice conditions, blah, blah. Who wants to see this picture? Which father wants to see these photos? So for that, if you are people, if we are really people, and we have feeling, we have heart for something, we have to think again. Because now, after pandemic, you see, the money don't help people. Everything is not money, everything is not economy, everything is not only you live yourself. You have to think about everybody on the world. This world, only we have one world. We don't have more world. And that world, all issues about the people. If people, they don't protect, if they don't do some nice something, so we do. Of course, we have to do. How can you do yoga? I help the refugees, and other people will help another things. All have to be positive. Plus, on the world, you have to do plus in this world. Not only you sit, you watch everything. It's like television, like film. No. Also, we are inside this film. We have to feel that one. We have to be strong. We have to do more cooperation. We have to open the way in this life. Why we put some people in very bad conditions? For what? Why there is 800 million hunger people in this world? I have a question. For what and why? Why we cannot change this not good conditions. And some people, they have $1 million. They are alone. What they do with this money? What they do this money? The people only, they live themselves. These hunger people, they are not people. I say you 800 million, according to United Nations report, there is 800 million hunger people. And after pandemic coming, maybe more than 500 million people hunger. And now too much people, they lost their business also. The worker, they don't have business now. They're coming more bad conditions. For that, we need more cooperation, more feeling, more we think each other, more we think about ourselves, about this world, this life. Again, we need clear some things in that world. So we cannot accept every bad thing. That is not God rules. This is not Allah rules. We have to change. We have to be against these things. This life not for some, only for some people. This life for everybody. This life for animals, for trees, for people. You know that they cut many trees, 1,000 trees, and they change the weather on the world now. In the summertime coming, raining coming, I don't know, too much cold, some things that was not possible before that. But now why? That is because many factories, they don't care. They only care about the capital. We cannot accept this. We have to stop something. We have to be against. If you cannot do anything, be against. Write your comment. Do something in this life. Without, if you don't do anything, of course, they will do every bad things, what they want, these people. We have to more be strong for that. Please, I want people again think about that, all the world, because that time world is not big. That time is, we have technology now. You see, we contact with you very easy, very simple now. We contact with all the world. Now it is easy time. We have to make easy life for everybody. We have to think about that. We have to, again, now, and that time, there is racism problem. What is this? In this century, it is big shame for people. In this time, this century time, I cannot imagine these things, you know. Racism is very bad. We have to be against these things. We have to fighting more. And that time in USA happened this problem between police and this picture. Who can accept this picture? I cannot accept. That is very bad. If I am people, I have to feel that one. Also, I am George Floyd. Also, I am black man. What is the difference between us? We are all these people. There is no colors for people. People is people. That is very easy, very simple. For that, again, after this pandemic, the nice people, they have to think again, and they have to do more cooperation and that word. We cannot wait, and we cannot cancel this idea for another word. No, we have to take action and that time, and we have to think more. We have to cooperate, and we will see what is the solution and how we can help each other more in this life.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I think that we can sense, or we can feel the feelings which you have and how you presented it, and it is very good. And I give some comments which has come from Dr. Sudesh Agarwal. Yes, every life is precious. Yoga is the only tool to create the universal consciousness of oneness. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. This is a nice idea. We are one world family. That was an Indian concept called as Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. That means we all are, the differences is not, the mean minds, we see the difference. But the larger, when we go with the yoga, when we practice yoga, when we expand our consciousness, we see everybody as one. And that is so beautiful. And we thank Dr. Sudesh Agarwal for giving this comment. And Mehmet, it is beautiful also to listening you and to expanding your concept, and to also give practical things, what exactly we can do. And now I open up there's a chat box out there. If anybody wants to ask any question, more question, then obviously you are welcome to ask. Or if you want to leave a comment or, whatever you want to talk about, Mehmet's here, then you are also welcome. Yes, Mayasi, you want to say something?
No. I just, I'm amazed. I'm in awe because the universe works, for me, universe works in divine timing. Ihsan and I met on work for humanity, and it led to this amazing collaboration. And today, with divine timing, the three of us, and including Dr. Agarwal, are all four people saying the same thing. And if four people can say the same thing and can bring change, that four can tell another 40, can tell another 40,000, can tell another 4 million. Change starts with one. So to you, for the yoga, to Dr. Suresh, to Ihsan, I want to say, welcome to my tribe. The world needs more of us, people that stand up and make change. And I love the platform. I love what you're doing with the yoga. I think it'll be such an amazing emerging of cultures because through Ihsan, I'm learning that Istanbul and Turkey has such an amazing olden culture, Mediterranean culture steeped in history. And with the little that I know of yoga in India, with the work that I'm doing in Greece, I just thought it would be amazing to merge the two cultures. And then you pop up, voila. And now it's even a United Nations global thing that yoga becomes part of the healing process. So talk about divine timing. I think it's amazing. And I think this is a mark for positive change right here, right now, every moment. We have to live every moment, as Rumi says. We've created magic right here, right now. And we're going to move from here positively forward.
So, there is an amazing energy in this in this room, and you all can feel it. That there is something.
Yes, energies and synergies,
Yes. So,
synergies.
it has been a very interesting discussion, and it has been very good to hear of you. Dr. Agarwal, if you want to comment something, you can always. I'm also a light patron of ISKCON. That's a very nice thing, Dr. Agarwal says.
Haribol. So am I, Haribol.
So probably there is a synergy which is getting created, and it's very wonderful to have you, Ihsan, and to listen about what you talked about, what your vision is, and how you're planning to lead the world on the coming days. And it was very interesting to have Maheshi also and to have Dr. Agarwal. We thank you all, and it's a very short session, and probably we will have some more session after some time. And let us start walking. Let us start walking. Let us see what we can walk together.
Please, let's stop talking and start doing.
Start doing. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, all of you, for attending. Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much, Sid. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you for the great opportunity.